There are 5 possessive adjectives. My translates to me, me. Informally, your becomes tu. His, her, their, or your formally is su, su. Our is translated to nuestro, with other variations for different genders. Nuestro. And finally, plural form of your informally translates to vuestro, with other variations for different genders. Vuestro. Let's now look at forms of the possessive adjectives we just saw. Let's start with me, tu, and su. Me, tu, and su have just 2 forms, singular and plural. The forms do not vary depending on the gender. My translates to me in singular form and mis in plural. Note that the singular and plural forms are determined by the thing being possessed and not the possessor. For example, my sister will use singular form of my, which is me, while my sisters will use plural form of my, that is mis. So the form changed depending on the number of sisters. Let's look at some more examples. My boyfriend translates to mi amigo. Mi amigo. My girlfriend becomes mi amiga, while my boyfriend's is mis amigos. Lastly, my girlfriend's is translated as mis amigas. There are 5 possessive adjectives. My translates to me. One more time, me. Informally, your becomes tu. His, her, their, or your formally is su. Our is translated to nuestro, with other variations for different genders. And finally, plural form of your informally translates to vuestro, with other variations for different genders. Your informal becomes tu in singular form and tus in plural. And finally, his, her, their, or your formal is su in singular and sus in plural. Some examples related to the forms of tu. Your brother translates to tu hermano, but your brothers becomes tus hermanos, tus hermanos. Your sisters, similarly, is tus hermanas. Some more examples related to su. Their sister is translated as su hermana, and their sisters becomes sus hermanas, sus hermanas, and their brothers is sus hermanos. His father becomes su padre. Their father is translated as su padre. Remember, the possessive adjectives agree or change based on the thing being possessed and not the possessor. Let's look at the difference between su and tu. Su, like tu, can mean your. The difference between tu and su lies in the degree of formality the speaker wishes to convey. For example, my house is your house translates to mi casa es tu casa. If you're speaking to someone, you will address as tu, while it will translate to mi casa es su casa. If you're speaking to someone, you will address as usted. There are 5 possessive adjectives. My translates to me. Informally, your becomes tu. His, her, their, or your formally is su. Our is translated to nuestro, with other variations for different genders. And finally, plural form of your informally translates to vuestro, with other variations for different genders. Now let's move on to the forms of nuestro. Nuestro, or our, has 4 forms. For example, our brother translates to nuestro hermano, nuestro hermano, while our brothers becomes nuestros hermanos, nuestros hermanos. Our sister is nuestra hermana. Nuestra hermana. And our sisters becomes nuestras hermanas. So as you see, the forms vary both with gender and singular versus plural. There are 5 possessive adjectives. My translates to me. Informally, your becomes tú. His, her, their, or your formally is su. Our is translated to nuestro, with other variations for different genders. And finally, plural form of your informally translates to vuestro, with other variations for different genders. Similarly, vuestro, which is the translation for your in an informal plural setting, has 4 forms. So your brother is translated as vuestro hermano. Your brothers becomes vuestros hermanos. Your sister translates to vuestra hermana. Your sisters is vuestras hermanas. In today's lesson, we will discuss various demonstrative adjectives like this, that, these, and those, and their usage. Demonstrative adjectives indicate or point out the person, place, or thing to which a speaker is referring to. Just like in English, demonstrative adjectives come before the noun in Spanish. They change with the number and gender of the nouns they modify. In Spanish, you select a demonstrative adjective according to the distance of the noun from the speaker. Spanish has 3 sets of demonstrative adjectives, depending on the location of the noun to the speaker or listener. The first set of demonstrative adjectives is used to describe a noun which is near to or directly concerned with the speaker. The demonstrative adjectives this has 2 forms in Spanish. This translates to este, with masculine subjects, and esta with feminine subjects. These also has 2 forms in Spanish. These will be estos with masculine subjects and estas with feminine subjects. The second set of demonstrative adjectives is used to describe a noun which is not particularly near to or directly concerned with the speaker. That translates to ese when used with masculine nouns, and esa when used with feminine nouns. Those becomes esos with masculine nouns and esas with feminine nouns. The third set of demonstrative adjectives is used to describe a noun which is very far from and not directly concerned with the speaker. That and those are translated in a different way to describe such nouns. That translates to aquel with masculine nouns and aquella with feminine nouns. Its plural, those, will be aquellos with masculine and aquellas with feminine nouns. Let us look at all 3 sets of demonstrative adjectives together. The first set of demonstrative adjectives describe nouns that are close to the speaker. This translates to este for masculine and esta for feminine nouns. These will be estos with masculine and estas with feminine nouns. The next set of demonstrative adjectives describe nouns which are farther away from the speaker. That becomes ese with masculine and esa with feminine. Those is translated as esos for masculine and esas for feminine nouns. The last set of demonstrative adjectives describe nouns at a distance. That, over there, will be aquel for masculine nouns and aquella for feminine nouns. Those, over there, will be aquellos with masculine and aquellas with feminine nouns. Some examples. This book translates to este libro. Este libro. These books will become estos libros. Estos libros. This pen is translated as esta pluma. Esta pluma. These pens become estas plumas. That book, ese libro. And those books becomes esos libros. That pen, esa pluma. And those pens will be esas plumas. That book over there translates to aquel libro. Aquel libro. Those books over there will be aquellos libros. Aquellos libros. That pen over there, aquella pluma. And those pens over there becomes aquellas plumas. In Spanish, the definite article the has 4 forms. Let's take some examples. El gato means the male cat, while los gatos means the male or mixed cats, referring to a group. Taking another example, la gata implies the female cat, while las gatas means the female cats, again referring to a particular group of female cats. Thus, in Spanish, the forms of the definite article the vary based on gender and count. Let's learn these forms. With masculine noun in singular form, the translates to el, while with masculine or mixed nouns in plural forms, the becomes los. Moving on to the feminine forms, with feminine nouns in singular form, we use la, while with feminine nouns in plural form, we use las. The masculine plural definite article los is also used to indicate a group of mixed gender. Thus, los gatos could refer to a group of 3 male cats, or it could refer to a group of 2 female cats and 1 male cat. In Spanish, the indefinite articles have 4 forms, depending on whether the noun is masculine, feminine, singular, or plural. For example, un gato is used to refer to a male cat, while unos gatos is for some male or mixed cats. Moving on, una gata means a female cat, while unas gatas is used to refer to some female cats. Thus, the forms change depending on the gender and the count. Let's look at these forms in detail. With masculine or mixed noun in singular form, a or an translate as un. Un. While with masculine or mixed nouns in plural form, it becomes unos. Note that with plural nouns we use some in English, which translates to unos in Spanish. Looking at the feminine forms, with feminine nouns in singular form, a or an translate to una. Una. While with feminine nouns in plural form, we use unas. Again, with plural forms, we use some in English, which translates to unas for feminine forms in Spanish. So un and una for singular forms, and unos and unas for plural forms. Note that un or una can refer to one or a or an. For example, one book translates to un libro, while as we saw, a book is also un libro. Similarly, one magazine becomes una revista, which is the same as a magazine, again, which translates to una revista.